So what is judging the cause of the fatherless and widows? So we have to think about what makes people become an orphan, lose their partner, like especially lose their husband. It's talking about war. And, there's other things as well, but I'm just going to focus on one thing. So war is punishment. If you are disobedient to God, you will be punished. If you are obedient, you will be blessed. And I'm not going to read everything because it's too much to read and it'll take forever, but you can read in Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, and Jeremiah 50. I might read a little bit of that. So verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, says Jehovah God of hosts. For the day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And this is talking about Babylon. And just to summarize, Babylon, Mystery Babylon, is America, basically. And you can read Jeremiah 4-9, Zechariah 14, Zephaniah 3. You should also read Micah 2, Ezekiel 36. But basically, it's been prophesied that Jerusalem will be surrounded with armies. Eventually, it's going to get completely destroyed. Once that happens, then America is next, and everyone that follows in the ways of America. Everyone else that's drunk on their pride. That's what spiritual drunkenness is. It's pride. Yeah. But pretty soon the whole world is going to be judged and punished for disobedience. That's it, like plain and simple. And then, so to judge the cause, why is it happening? From sin, transgression of the law. 1 John 3 verse 4. Punishment is a result of sin. If you claim to be of God and you don't obey God, you are a liar and the truth is not in you. That's in your Bible. That's in 1 John 2, I think verse 3-4. That's how we love God, by keeping the commandments. That's in 1 John 5. It's in Deuteronomy 5 and 6, all through Deuteronomy, really. What else? And maybe I'll read this. Isaiah 1:17. Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. So we're supposed to judge the cause of the fatherless and widow. So judge their sin, rebuke their sin. And I mean believers specifically. We're not meant to go out and rebuke someone that's saying they're an atheist or they're not sure or whatever. Like, only people that are claiming to be a believer of God, so they believe in the Bible, but they're going against their own Bible, you rebuke those people. But only after you've circumcised your heart, you've taken the log out of your eye, you've stopped doing Christmas and Easter, this pagan idolatry. You're keeping Sabbath holy, Saturday dawn to Sunday dawn. As long as you are adhering to the 10 Commandments, then you can judge others for going against them. But not atheists, basically. Or people of different religions. As in, they believe in Buddha or the elephant god or whatever it is. What was my point? And this judgment is the royal law. That's actually biblical love. As per James 2:8-9, Leviticus 19 verse 15 to 18. And that goes back to the elevated law to love your neighbor as yourself. It's not a brand new commandment. It's one we had from the beginning. So it's like summarized. And that's in Matthew 22 verse like 36 to 40. Yeah, anyway, so I was going to talk about the oppressed. So the oppressed are people that like, well, they're spiritually oppressed, so they have demons because they eat swine's flesh, eat unclean animals. So Isaiah 65:66, you don't want to be a part of the people that eat unclean animals because they burn, essentially. God's people don't eat that crap because they were warned not to. You can read more about that in Leviticus 11 and Genesis, I think, 7. Could be wrong. But even the story of Noah's Ark, you've probably always known it to be 2 of every animal. Well, if you actually go and read that story, it was 2 of every unclean animal and 7 of every clean. Because when Noah got to the land, like after the flood, animal sacrifices had to be made for, like to give thanks, as per the law that he was under at the time, which was given for transgression. We're no longer under the 613 laws, the sacrificial law. We are under the 10 commandments because there is sin. Sin is transgression of something. It's not just, we're not in the new earth, we're not in the new covenant. Because not everyone knows God. Not even the Christians have the commandments written on their heart because they don't think they have to do it. Well, like, can't you do all things through Christ? That's Philippians 4:13. Okay, I was going to read one more. Yeah, sorry, so you might have heard about like deliverance. People will cast out demons in the name of Baal. Baal, yeah, same thing. We cast out demons with the finger of God, the 10 commandments. What was this? Yeah, so the oppressed, those that haven't ever heard the true gospel, those that are being lied to in the churches by the wolf pastors that speak beautiful little words to keep you coming back every week and make sure you pay your tithes and worship them. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for that one. So, yeah. Judgment, rebuking of sin is how we love our neighbour, because if they realize their error, come back to the covenants of promise, 10 commandments and eating clean, they will be healed, they will be blessed, they will earn the right to the tree of life, enter into the gates into the city, Revelation 22:14. All those without, let's read it. Dogs, sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, and whoever loves and makes a lie. Yeah, so if you want to be counted as one of God's children, you need to keep the covenants of promise. You need to be grafted in. This isn't anything to do with you have to be a Jew to keep the commandments or keep Sabbath. If you want to be one of God's people, you get grafted into the house of Israel. It's a spiritual condition. It's no longer a literal tribe. Country, whatever. So Ephesians 2. I don't know if I should read all that, but just read all of Ephesians 2 as well. And read James 2 if you're still arguing, oh, well, we don't have to keep the commandments. Well, faith without works is dead, and what works do we have to do? The good works. The 10 Commandments, eating clean, fulfilling the royal law, so teaching other people to keep the commandments and eat clean, and rebuking them, correcting them when they go against that. Because they're going to hell unless they obey God. So it's loving to rebuke, even though it's not nice by the world standards.